Alright guys, I was asked to do a follow-up video, so I'm going to do a quick rundown of what mods are done to this Giulia. I've got this custom kind of heat shielding I've built around a Eurocompulsion V1 intake. It's got a Damon Motorsports catch can right here. I did a new coolant bottle since mine is leaking. It's got a Forged Motorsport turbo blanket. We've got a brand new wastegate actuator linkage. I have a Turbo Smart plumb back recirculation valve, not a blow-off valve, so this recirculates it all back into the turbo. The reason I wanted that, I wanted faster shifting. I don't really care about the sound. Updated spark plugs. The car has a PW Performance Stage 2 tune. The car also has a high flow 200 cell downpipe. It's a 3-inch downpipe, and that's all connected to a 3-inch exhaust. That is the Trofeo Ultimo exhaust from Club Alfa. Sounds pretty cool. So gonna give you guys kind of a little just rundown of the car. That's what's been installed, so that way you know, when I do the driving, it's pretty self-explanatory what I'm experiencing. The car also has a PW Performance transmission tune, so that's for the ZF 8-speed. Right now the transmission is set to shift normally when the throttle is below 50%. So I'll be able to show you guys a little bit of how that acts as well. So let's go take it for a drive. All right guys, I positioned the camera right here specifically so you can see the tachometer. I might do a voiceover at this point. Right now we're going to start out in normal mode. So as you can see in normal driving, it pretty much shifts the exact same as stock. Nothing really different here. So we're still in normal mode here, not in manual mode, and the shifting to me seems more instantaneous. Torque management is definitely better as well. Okay, so now I'm in D mode and I'm going to pull away from the stoplight. Just partial throttle on this pull, definitely shifting quicker than stock. I'd really like to point out at this point, the torque is so much flatter than stock. You know, the stock turbo started to spool at 2000 and it really started to give up, you know, into 4. You know, it was optimized for low end torque, and the torque delivery and the sort of wideness of the power band is so much different after this tune and all of these mods. Okay, here you can see I'm just kind of waiting for traffic to pass. Right here I would like to point out how high this Giulia revs now. Stock redline was around 5500, and during the next couple sequences I believe I saw around 6500. did hit the rev limiter a couple of times, so the audio doesn't quite pick up the pops that are happening, but it really does sound like a rally car now. As you can see, the character of the car has changed completely. This car went from moderately quick to genuinely kind of fast. As you can see, I've had no problems with overheating throughout all of that. You know, I would highly suggest taking a look at your cooling system before doing something like this. But this car absolutely rips right now. It's on a 93 octane tune, stock turbo. You know, anything beyond this though, you're gonna need more wheel and more tire for sure. You know, this is on the stock 225 tires. This is a Giulia Sprint. This is not the Sport TI. But you know, even that being the case, this is still a very quick car now. And it is a blast to drive. So I'll probably be doing more of a commentary over what you just witnessed as well. And now I put it back into normal mode, and it's easy driving, you know, with the Trofeo Ultimo exhaust. I can go ahead and close the valves, and now I'm not creating as much of a nuisance. You know, it can be chill when you want it to be. So pretty amazing how much the character of this car can change when you put, you know, the valves open, and when you put it in D mode. You know, it's gone from a fairly decent car to genuinely quick. I think at this point, you know, to me it feels more in the Golf GTI, you know, territory, Audi S3 territory. You know, and that was kind of my overall goal, to make this closer in performance to, you know, some of those German performance sedans. I definitely don't think it's M3 level. It's definitely not Giulia QV level. But you know, if you were to do the tires, you know, rework the suspension, do hybrid turbo and ethanol, which would be kind of the logical next step beyond what's already been accomplished here, then you're dealing with something very, very quick, approaching QV levels of performance, especially when you factor in that this thing has all-wheel drive. It's rear-wheel drive bias, but in the wet, you can definitely feel it pulling all four wheels forward. It is a blast to drive. So I'll go ahead and end the video there, and see you guys later.